Hello all and welcome back. In this video, we are going to host a static website using simple storage service S3. S3 can be used for static website hosting using client-side scripts. S3 does not support server-side scripting though. For S3 website hosting, the content should be made publicly readable, which can be provided using either a bucket policy or an ACL on an object. Users can configure the index and error document as well. S3 in conjunction with Route 53 supports hosting a website at the root domain, which can point to the S3 website endpoint. S3 website endpoints do not support HTTPS or access points. If you want to use HTTPS, you can use Amazon CloudFront to serve a static website hosted on Amazon S3. Requester pay buckets or dev pay buckets do not allow access through the website endpoint. Any such request to the bucket will receive a 403 access denied response. Let's navigate to the S3 console and let's create a new bucket. Let's name our bucket jayendrapatil.in. Let's select the US East North Virginia region. Let's go ahead with ACLs disabled, which will enforce bucket owner object ownership. For S3 website hosting, the content should be publicly readable, which can be provided using a bucket policy or an ACL on an object. We'll need to disable the block all public access setting. Let's acknowledge the warning that the current settings might result in the bucket and the objects within it to be public. We don't need versioning for this demo. Let's keep it disabled. Let's use Amazon S3 managed keys for encryption. And let's keep the object lock disabled for now. Let's go ahead and create our bucket. The bucket has been successfully created. Note the access mentions the objects can be public. Let's go ahead and enable static website hosting for this bucket. Let's navigate to the properties and go to the very bottom. Static website hosting option is currently disabled. Let's edit the static website hosting option and enable it. You can set the hosting type to be either to host a static website or redirect requests for an object. For the static website, we can configure the index and error page. Let's enter index.html for our index document and error.html for the error document. We will be creating the files and uploading them to the bucket. We don't need any redirection rules for now. The configuration looks good. Let's save the changes. The changes have been saved. We can see the static website is now enabled with the bucket hosting type, and we have our bucket website endpoint too. Let's edit the permissions to allow public read access to the bucket and its content. Let's navigate to the permissions and let's update our bucket policy. This policy provides an allow effect to all the principals for the get object action on our bucket. Let's save the changes. And the changes have been saved. Let's now create our index and error HTML pages and upload it to the bucket. Let's open the Cloud shell. We're just going to have some HTML content for our index page. And let's use the copy command to upload it to the S3 bucket. Let's do the same for our error HTML page as well. Let's navigate to the objects and let's confirm the files have been uploaded. And yes, they are available. Let's navigate back to the Properties tab and go to the static website configuration. Let's click on the endpoint link and our index page is loaded. Let's test our error page by adding a non-existent suffix to the link, and it shows the error page as well. As S3 static website does not currently support HTTPS, we can use CloudFront distribution to expose our static website. CloudFront is a content delivery network or a CDN service that delivers static and dynamic web content, video streams, and APIs around the world securely and at scale. By design, delivering data out of CloudFront can be more cost-effective than delivering it directly from S3. CloudFront serves content through a worldwide network of data centers called edge locations. Using the edge servers to cache and serve content helps improve performance by providing the content closer to where the viewers are located. CloudFront has edge servers in locations all around the world. So in short, CloudFront with your S3 bucket not only helps to serve and protect the content, but also helps optimize the application's performance and security while effectively managing cost. We will cover CloudFront in much more detail in our upcoming demos. Let's go ahead and configure CloudFront with S3. Let's navigate to the CloudFront console. We will create a CloudFront distribution and configure it to serve the S3 bucket we previously created. In the origin domain name field, let's select the S3 bucket we just created. It recommends us to use the S3 website endpoint, which is fine as well. The name is fine, and we are going to keep the rest of the defaults. For WAF, we do not need to enable security postures for this demo. Let's have the same default price class. You can use your own SSL certificates as well. For now, we're just going to use the CloudFront one. Rest of the configuration looks good. Let's go ahead and create our CloudFront distribution. CloudFront distribution does take some time to deploy. Let's wait for it to be enabled. And it's deployed and enabled now. Let's copy the CloudFront distribution domain name and navigate to it. And we are able to load our index page through the CloudFront distribution as well. And it currently works with HTTPS using the CloudFront certificate. So that's it for the S3 static website demo and integration with CloudFront. I hope you liked the demo. Thank you all.
Alright, that was it. Thank you for watching. You can check out my website and connect me on LinkedIn and Twitter. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. For any feedback, please leave a comment down below. To see more videos like this in the future, hit the subscribe button. Thank you.